got a new pope. He's quite centrist, sort of semi-progressive and things like that. I don't know what centrism is with the Catholic Church. Centrism is like, oh, well, the left's a teenager and stuff. I felt like Pope Francis had real, like, drunk liberal uncle at a wedding energy. Everything he said had the energy of someone who knew he had a limited amount of time with the microphone before the best man wrestled it out of his hands. Hey, you know what? I think gay people are alright. And another thing, I don't think anyone should go to hell. And then, like, the best man's coming over and he's like, I don't think people who have pets instead of kids are fucking selfish! I think, saying people infallibility, that's the thing that the Catholic Church has, where anything the Pope says is supposedly the direct word of God. Now, that's actually been challenged. In the 1700s they changed the rule so that now papal infallibility, that only applies if the Pope is sat in a special chair. Which I think is quite cruel, because now it means, like, the Pope can just play Simon Says with the entire Catholic Church. So, you can use a condom? No, you can't. Gay people are alright, only messing. Sorry about the pedophilia. Away you off to Donegal, Father Murphy, do it there. It's the remix. This Pope, he's from Chicago, and a lot of popes before that, they've been thin Italians. This is going to be the first Chicago-style deep dish. That's where you put the tomato sauce on top of the Pope rather than on cheese. It's an important detail. Here's something I heard lately. Do you know in England lately they had like local elections there at the start of the month, and I fucking love the local elections, man. I love the council elections, because that's where you get people who are fucking nuts running for it. You get people who are running on a platform of like, the entire world is controlled by a secret order of paedophiles and they're in control of everything. I alone can stop them from a council seat in Driffield. I don't think the secret cabal of paedophiles are affected by your bin groups, mate, but if you take it, you take it, But I read this thing as well, just speaking of the other conspiracies now. I hear now people who use ChatGPT too much are starting to become delusional. Like, you become delusional because it's too affirming, it's too kind, and it goes, yes, you are a spirit walker, or whatever the fuck you believe. And the people who have these delusions, they tend to be quite big delusions, you know what I mean? Whereas in the past, before we were all connected to the internet, people who have delusions were much more grounded, Someone I went to primary school with, he had a nervous breakdown, and the delusions that he suffered was that there was a grand conspiracy within the Irish dance scene in Belfast. And I was like, that is a delightfully grounded conspiracy. That's just, I don't trust Bridget. That's all that is, you know what I mean? Like, they're not even going for the top brass in Irish dancing, they're not even going for a Flatley. I would go for a Flatley. That guy's suspicious, you know what I mean? If you're trying to arrest him, you'd be like, hands where I can see him, you'd be like, absolutely not. one weird clap, I'll take it. You arrest Michael Flatley, most people are dragged away kicking and screaming, he's just dragged away kicking. There are pedophiles in a position of power in the world. Big reveal. And they're here tonight. No, you guys are dressed far too well to be pedophiles. Famously shabby. I don't know why I'm looking at you guys. I've got 5 minutes. There are pedophiles in positions of power in the world. Sure, there's the P. Diddy trial is going on at the moment, and I'm not going to call him P. Diddy because he wants you to call him P. Diddy, because that's cool. His name is Sean, and that's fucking late. Sean the sex trafficker. That's lame, man. You know, that's the thing about sex traffickers and horrible guys is that they're not cool, and they want you to think they are cool. All these sex traffickers, it's like, mate, your name's Andrew Tate. That's the name of your nephew's mate who wiped his arse with a lollipop. Fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Fucking, why don't you go manage a call centre with all the other Jeffreys, you fucking I don't envy Sean Combs' lawyers, you know what I mean? Because their defence is shit. Their defence is like, this guy's not a sex trafficker, he's just violent towards his girlfriend. It's like, oh, sweet, I guess. Class, It makes me think like years ago there was a guy called Michael Flatley, he was in Coronation Street, and I mean, that's not a joke, but you a Corey fan? No? Just sex trafficking fan? Lavelle, right? And he was accused of being a paedophile, and his defence was, I'm not a paedophile actually. If you read my text, you'll see I was in fact just cheating on my wife while she had cancer. And I was like, oh, fuck, for a second there I thought you were a terrible person. What do we think of Keir Starmer we hit him? Yeah! Fucking fucking square-headed cunt, but he's getting compared to, he did a speech the other day, and got compared to Enoch Powell. I don't know a huge amount about Enoch Powell, but I know that he's famous for a speech called the Rivers of Blood speech, and I don't even know what he said in that speech, but you don't want to be compared to the Rivers of Blood guy. You know what I mean? That's not like, imagine if you met someone and he's like, hey, you smell like my friend Jimmy Brewer Pants. Yeah, I don't want to be compared to that guy. Weird thing going on with the tariffs at the minute in America. They keep on threatening to go, we're going to do tariffs, we're not going to do tariffs, we're going to do... I think they've got this weird little S&M thing going on with China at the minute, don't they, as well? Where China's like this dominatrix to America, going like, you want them fucking wheat exports, don't you, you dirty wheat bastards? And America's like, yeah, fucking give me the wheat exports, man, fucking step on my balls, or fucking 50 Shades of Green. Also, in America, they're doing the tariffs, they're going like, we're going to call it Liberation Day, and I feel like, don't fucking keep that name out of your mouth, will you, for fuck's sake, because Liberation Day is the day when they freed the camps, the concentration camps, during the Holocaust. It was fucking momentous, and now Liberation Day is like, congratulations, you can't afford ham! It's not the same vibe.